Hi everyone. It is Sunday, December 17th, 2017, and this is week 2 of my Medifast program. Well, still good results happening. Let's check in on the stats and the weight loss today. The total weight I am at now on this Sunday morning is 266.4 pounds. That is a total loss for the week of 4.8 pounds, almost 5 pounds, with a total loss for the entire program, week 1 and week 2, of 16.2 pounds. Let's show the graph of you can see that week 1 I've lost quite a bit of weight, about 11 pounds, a little over 11 pounds. And week 2 it's 4.8 pounds, about 5 pounds. So you can see that the weight loss per week, per day is starting to slow down. That is a tad disappointing, but when I think about how hard I've been trying to lose any over before this program, I'm still quite impressed. I'll take 5 pounds every week. My guess, and according to my nutritionist, that even though they say that the average is 1 to 2 pounds a week in my shape and the size that I'm at, she wouldn't be surprised if it's 3 pounds. So my guess is it's going to start to taper off the following week, let's see, to anywhere between 3 and 5 pounds. You'll also notice, so that's really would be about 3/4 of a pound a day. You also notice on the graph that there was a day last week that I gained weight. This is simply because I didn't exercise that day. I didn't do any recumbent bike. And somehow, well, since I'm not burning off the calories, I'm still a little surprised that I would actually gain, but maybe it's the water weight backing up my metabolism. I don't know. But as you can see, the 2 days where I gained some weight, which is around about a pound, I didn't exercise. So it is good to continue to exercise. That's it for the graph. So let's go back to myself here and let's talk about how it was with the diet overall this week. Finding it a little bit harder. You're not dropping to 4 pounds, 3 pounds like in the first week, so you're kind of getting a little bit disappointing. You go, and I'm also finding myself actually a little bit hungrier this time. As I said in the first week, I didn't feel as hungry. This time I do feel that I'm a bit hungry, especially on the weekends. Waking up this morning and yesterday morning, I kind of tend to lie in a little bit on the bed on Saturdays and Sundays. Had to get up. I had to get up because I had to get my first meal in. It was 9:30, and I was feeling hungry. Not because I was worried I was going to skip my 8 o'clock, but I really was worried more about, I was not worried, I just felt hungry. I need to get something in my body. So I got up and exercised and did my protein bar, which helps. And again, a little harder this week. I found myself cheating quite a bit. Cheating meaning I didn't do anything full out, like eat a bacon sandwich. I found myself nibbling. So there were potato chips we had another event off-site. Excuse me. So we had another event off-site, and that event had food, the same type as before. Since I was losing weight, what's going to happen if I eat some of these potato chips? And they were my favorite. They were those homemade sliced potato chips that I had a craving for. So I had those, but a bit a handful, probably around, well, actually 2 handfuls. Sorry, let's not cheat on my cheating. 2 handfuls of potato chips because the first handful was so good, I just had to have another. Didn't seem to affect my weight loss, but don't want to start to get in the habit of doing this because then I might go to the next step. Also, Friday morning, somebody brought in donuts, even though he knew that I wasn't, that I'm limited. I can't eat them. I did sneak in a half of chocolate donut. Okay. And then last night before I went to bed, I was a little peckish, and I grabbed literally 3 chips of Doritos, 3 Dorito chips, just to give me some taste and help fill the stomach a little bit. But again, I do think I need to be careful of this. I might start to say, okay, 2 handfuls of potato chips don't work, so why not 3 handfuls, 4 handfuls, and so then I get back into the habit of eating normally as I used to do my old habits. Let me see. Um, what else can I tell you? Again, the energy is a little bit low. Yesterday, and well, I shouldn't say just yesterday. I'm finding it harder to get up to ride on the bike and finishing the 20 minutes. So I'm keeping my resistance lower just so I can finish and keep it up. Um, I did feel quite weak Friday night. Just kind of had to come home and take it easy and just keep eating. I'm going to get something and I feel the energy come back. But there seems to be a constant, I don't know, pressure or fogginess around my head a little bit this week from time to time. We'll see. The other thing is that I have tinnitus or tinnitus. Some people are ringing in the ears. I have that for 3 or 4 years. And I do notice that in the evenings, my tinnitus gets louder. That's usually because I'm tired or run out of energy. So a side effect, or this happens to exacerbate my side effect, but I'm still going forward with this tinnitus or not. The good news is I lost. Well, can I say lost? My belt buckle. I'm down one belt buckle loop. I can be tighter on my belt buckle now. That was great. I feel that my clothes are feeling easier to fit. I don't feel the pinching in the shoulders as much as I used to. I feel like my pants are slipping down a little bit. So that I do feel it. I don't think people are actually seeing the results yet. And maybe it's the political culture here and the political correctness culture here in the U.S. that they don't want to say, hey, you lost weight, and then you offend somebody. But nobody's really kind of noticed that yet. I think because I still have the kind of belly bulge, not as much to me. I could definitely tell that the belly bulge is shrinking, but I think other people may not notice quite as yet. So let's see. The test will be that my managers, I think both of them will be away for a couple of weeks for Christmas holidays, and when they come back, let's see if they have a surprised look on their face because I should look quite different. I did have my check-in with the nutritionist on Thursday. Nothing new. Said just keep it up. Again, I told you about how she said that 3 pounds would not be unusual for a person of my size and height. That's great. She said also that listen, if you feel you want the vegetables, the greens are the weight after cooking. So spinach, that's probably the only one you would cook. It seems to shrink. So pile up more on the spinach. She also says, look, if it helps you during the day to eat more lettuce and greens and whatever, go ahead. They have very little calories. If you stick to the program, fine. But having more to kind of fill you up a little bit is good. I'm still finding myself on drinking the Coke Zeros. Again, gives me a little bit of flavor during the day, and it gets me away from drinking Coke. That's good. I'll see if I can wean myself off, but it's kind of it's probably a last habit I'll break until I really start to feel slim and kind of my weight starts to stabilize and I don't feel hungry or looking for that flavor. And I also noticed, sorry, I need to go back to the nutritionist, that their scale is about 5 pounds heavier than mine. And, that's also could be because of a couple things. I shouldn't say heavier. It's showing 5 pounds heavier than I weigh at home. And I'm wearing my business stuff, not my suit jacket, but a tie, business shirt, pants. I've got wallet and a card wallet in my pocket. I take off my shoes. So probably dropping another 2 pounds and maybe 3 pounds difference. And it's also after I've eaten during the day, and not after exercise. So, that can all add up. So, but the thing is, the delta, again, is the change in weight seems to be roughly the same of what I'm experiencing here at home. I do use a scale, by the way, that does check, that has the electrodes. Well, it's got a glass plate, and it actually does the electrodes through your body and checks and balances. It checks your body fat. I will note that my body fat has decreased from 39.9% to 36.9%. That's a 3 percentage point drop in body fat. Anyway, that's really about it. I think if I continue on this journey as I'm going, it's not going to take me 3 months to get to 250 pounds. Probably it'll happen in about 3 to 4 weeks from now. That means total program about 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. So, about half the time they estimated, because all she did when she initially did was just calculated 2 pounds per week, not knowing that I could do faster. So might as well give you a stretch goal, and if you get in earlier, why not? And I said, probably for we got Christmas coming up. That'll be actually. Let me check my calendar here. Will be will be 1 week from now. There'll be the day before, the day after I weigh in next week. Come in and check with you. Um, we're gonna have turkey. We're gonna have green beans. We're gonna have some gravy, and I'm gonna have some milk. And I think I will do that. I mean, unless I really screwed up on the weight and I don't lose it, that's my plan. And I say some. I'll probably eat more than normally. I think it'll be a nice reward. It'll be 3 weeks in. What the heck? And she says, what happens is you'll end up gaining the weight. It'll be kind of water weight, but don't be surprised if you lose it quickly. As long as I don't get in the habit of eating that amount of turkey and gravy and milk every day, that'll definitely slow down my progress. So one day in the 4 week period to kind of celebrate Christmas. Okay, let's see what happens. Again, I don't want to go crazy on this. Like I've seen other videos where people do, I had 3 kernels of popcorn and I feel so guilty, and that's not my goal. Let's be reasonable. If you're at something, somebody offers you a piece of cake or birthday cake, take it and maybe eat half of it, or eat it slowly. If you've lost a lot of weight, do know that you lose it going forward. It's be polite and reward yourself a little bit. Why not? That's it, and I hope to continue to see more progress next week. I can't go. I hope I can go down. I can't see why not. And I'll see you all in week 3. Take care.